main thing destroying people's mental health is jobs. Humanity itself. But more importantly is jobs. You apply for a job, you get it, you sign on a dotted line for a certain amount of hours, days, times, hourly pay, whatever the case may be. You might be outstanding, don't miss a day of work. Don't call off, ain't late. You take all the extra shifts that you possibly can to be outstanding. Then, out of nowhere, chaos breaks loose. Old managers leave, new managers come, ego-driven, power-driven, take you from working a full-time schedule to less hours than you signed up to work. You go from working a whole bunch of overtime, getting a whole bunch of days, to barely getting none at all. Or your hours are so low that now you got to search for another job. You might apply for a transfer to go somewhere else for the same company and they deny it. You lose the opportunity, they approve it, the opportunity's already gone. Now you're stuck in limbo because you can't figure out what to do next. Everybody's blaming each other. You go to the corporate office, they tell you to call them. You go to the person they tell you to call, they tell you to call the new manager that you're supposed to be under their foul. The new manager that should have you under their foul because they already gave your position to somebody else. And then you get stuck in this like triangle, octagon type of movement to where everybody's just telling you to talk to that person, go there, to where then you just call HR. Now you got to see what happens. This is almost like every single job that I've ever worked. This is the rigmarole that it goes through. My job where I was a supervisor, they wouldn't give us the tools we needed to get the job done. Everything that we asked for would have made it run smoothly and perfectly, but they didn't give it to us. All because the higher-ups wanted a specific person out. So they treated us unfairly, anybody that was under them. And they did that until they drove people crazy and they drove people out. Overwhelmed them, basically. Knowing that this job, we need the tools. Or you'll sit at work, end up working 16, 17, 18 hours. Sometimes at a warehouse because the line's breaking down. People are calling off because they at work so long, they can't make it to work more than 2 days in a row. So on a 4-day schedule, they can't make it through a whole week. Because they're exhausted and burnt out after just 2 days of being forced to stay because of the errors that go on in the warehouse, and you can't leave until all the trucks is loaded and out. These type of situations happen all the time. And it's one of the reasons why I haven't had a desire to climb up the ladder at any company and try to be like the chairman of anything. Because as soon as the higher up person doesn't like you for any type of reason, or you don't fall in line with anything that you think is morally wrong that they're asking you to fall in line with, then they want you out of there. And they'll do anything in their power to get you out of there. And this system of this is just causing chaos and is causing self-destruction in people's minds. It makes people just, a lot of people that are homeless, this is the type of thing that they're going through. You just want a set job to go in and be at peace and be valued by a company. Most of these companies, with the changes that they make, they're not thinking about the value of no employees. You get a lot of managers and supervisors that talk to people inhumanely, like they're less than human. They treat you like you less than human. They treat new people that make mistakes like they're less than human. But then they want the most amazing workers that they can possibly find. And it doesn't make sense. So this stuff actually starts to drive people insane, crazy. This world feels like a trap, like a game. It's like we already in hell, dealing with specific types of humans. And it's been looking like this for so long, I feel like Earth is actually your hell. Like you put down here and you're trying to make the best of it, but you can't be left alone by these demonic spirits of a people. They everywhere. whether it's your own people, white people, colonized mind people. You got Asians not liking other groups of Asians, black people not liking other groups of black people, Africans not liking other groups of African people, all of Europeans not liking the other group of Europeans. This is like a worldwide thing. There is no unified anywhere. I watch Nigerians and Ghana or Kenyans going at it about stuff. There's a whole bunch of different sections of different land masses that are at war with each other every day. Mexico, it's like the colorism thing is real. It's starting to get insanely wild. So I just want to say that it ain't y'all. Society as a whole, is in a sick, weak, unstable, unbalanced place. And the people that got good jobs and they making good money, they got them working 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. You don't even get time to think for yourself, do anything for yourself, spend time with your family. You're like a robot. And that is causing mental health. So even the people that's making a lot of money are dealing with the most stress you can think of. You're trying to invest. So the best way to invest is work a job, live in your car, live outside, figure out a way to live so minimal and keep all your money and save it up as much as you can without being bothered and trying to be under the radar so you don't get bothered. You know, trying to live with somebody and be at somebody's house, living with people trying to save money. People's mentally just doesn't coincide with you. You know, people's mentalities don't bring you peace. So then you end up having to leave somebody's house that you living in because you just want like peace. You want to try to like deal with things and save money and grow your life to where you can live comfortably, and it's hard to do so. You look at living out the country, these banks want you to have 17, 20 something more $1,000 in the bank, and they'll constantly keep checking it to make sure you got that in the bank, knowing that their countries don't offer you no good jobs that actually pays you insanely like that. There's very few minimal opportunities for you. Even with education in your own country, there's minimal opportunities for you. This is causing a mental health crisis. Food is going up. Everything is getting inflated, but no opportunities are being given. More money isn't being offered at these jobs. Then the jobs that offer you more money give you less hours. So yeah, you can make more than the average person, but then you can be seasonal. Job is done, you out of there. You got to search around for another job for 6 months without no money coming in. It's starting to get insanely wicked out here. You want to sleep in your car, sleep on the side of the road, you got police that want to arrest you for trying to just get away from the system. The trafficking of these people that's living out in the woods, the people that's living out in the jungle in different parts of this world, these kids is being kidnapped and taken and trafficked because they not documented nowhere. They just trying to live peaceful and free without being a part of society. As soon as you come into society, it's tax, 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 tax. And they don't want to live like that. So they go and they burn up all the Amazon rainforest. So many tribes of people that you don't see. It's just like the movie Avatar. You see these people running through the jungle trying to save their lives, save their kids, running with their kids on their back. And you don't think that this is actually happening because you don't see these people. They're living somewhere that hasn't been explored that much. But they're out there. And these things are really happening to us. It's going to come to a point where plane tickets are so expensive you can't even fly nowhere. You'll have to build your own boat to travel, and then they'll try to restrict that. Every single human being living on this planet Earth is captive and enslaved. Now, for the people that's in Africa and all these different places fighting back against this, I understand it. But I don't see anything changing around this globe. I feel like corrupt people that have funneled all the money and that money launder all the money and all of these things, I feel like they're all faking to have a war with each other when they all in cahoots with each other to keep power. They all can agree on protecting people from going across the ice wall or freely exploring over there, but they can't agree on almost nothing else. You tell me, how much sense does that make? That alone tells you that it's a power trip amongst the elites from every landmass. And the people that say they trying to fight back against it are washed. Even if they all gather up together to get that person out of there, it happens. All of these people that had billions, I'm talking about, had so much and wanted to save the world, they took them out. I don't see this world changing from slavery to now. I just haven't seen anything get better than when possibly before colonization, when everybody was just living on this landmass freely, on every man landmass freely, without paying anybody anything to live there, just using their resources of the land to try to live. There hasn't been anything freer than that since all of this colonization took place. No people of color have colonized a whole nother landmass and done the heinous crimes and took anybody's land, freedom, dignity, or anything. It's only been colonizers that have done this. It's only been specific territories of people that have done this. But there has been no predominantly black anywhere that has left their landmass to come to another to colonize it and to do what has been done by these demonic spirits that live here on this earth. It's sad to say that I don't see this getting no better. I'm not one of those people that's going to check myself out of here, but I am one of those people that see things ahead of time. And it's one thing about Charleston Wright that I agree with, is that no matter how much law you can fight and know, none of this is going to change from the time of your birth, when your mama signed that certificate. You property of that state. You don't belong to your parents. You fight for your rights back. You fight for your identity back. They bother you every chance they get. One of my brothers that's a Moor, they put him on a T list as if he's an enemy to the country just because he got re-identified as a Moor and has his paperwork and he's sovereign. But they bother him and mess with him all the time so that he got to go to court and try to fight in court and win in court about every single last thing that he does, every move that he makes. They just won't leave the man alone. So you spend half your life in the courtroom fighting after you get the sovereignty. It's just the future of this place if God doesn't come and restructure everything. Everybody says, oh, it's the God in us. Nah, we enlighten ourselves. We still stabilize our minds. And you see me talking peaceful, even though I'm going through a lot of the situations that I just spoke about. Now, I'm trying to sell my book, trying to get people to support my book because I don't ask for handouts. I work hard. I do graphic design, logos. I write these books. I do music. I do all of these things. And the links is in my bio. And I haven't been able to catch a wave of an algorithm to make money self-sufficiently and get out the rat race, or to live my life comfortably in another country where I don't have to be bothered and I can live somewhere peaceful. And I'm hoping to get there one day. All I can ask is for y'all's support and click the link in my bio. My book, The Encounters, is now $2.99 for ebook, $7.99 for paperback. I'm writing 2 books right now after that called Unintelligent Love and The Wolverine. 1 nonfiction, 1 fiction. The Encounters, nonfiction. I'll send you Train to Conceal Hardened Emotions free with the purchase of The Encounters, which is also nonfiction. I'm doing these videos trying to make my way on the internet so that I can sustain life by myself without working a regular job. Because right now, I'm doing the most I can. But I'll never pay rent, and I'll never pay any bills again. Even if I get a job, I will stay in my car. If my car goes down, I will stay outside. I will do whatever it takes to stack my money up as much as I can, as fast as I can, as high as I can, before I reach the age 45. I'm 41 right now. The reason why you might think I look so young is because I get stressed out of my life. I remove it. Whether I gotta block you, and I don't care who you are. Because on this planet, the only people that are my family are the ones that treat me well. Those that always have a problem with me, when I'm so peaceful, I don't give people problems. I just try to mind my business and get my life together. So those that try to bring drama and trauma or pain to me, I remove myself from them no matter what situation I have to live in. If I had to be homeless, which I have been a couple times, just to get away and be at peace with myself, I will do that. Trying to talk to people out here, ever since technology came out, people have gotten weird. They have gotten less desirable to speak to. People all seem like energy drainers. The internet has actually destroyed society. It has created some opportunities for income, but it crashed social, economics, and stability of people's minds. I was born in '84. The last generation of the babies born before technology. And even though life was going crazy before that, and everybody fighting for freedom and civil rights, there's still so much that done happened since then that still has never been fixed. It has just been adjusted and changed to some other form of slavery. And the joke is, everybody thought it was just us until now. Now everybody's starting to realize that you might get some benefits from trying to step on the toes of the indigenous people from here, or the black people from here. But it always comes full circle to where everybody that thinks that they're doing something that's better than us, or they think they're better than us, or more supreme than us, whoever these elites are always going to show you that we all the same. These opportunities that get given to foreigners over Black Americans, all of these redlining and zoning businesses that they give that we can't get loans for. We have to do so much. And it's just heartbreaking. But I stay at peace and I stay calm because I gotta accept things that I can't change. They say work harder, you'll make it. You're not working hard enough. Well, I've done music with people all over these countries, in many different countries. Famous people, local people from all over the countries. Books, promoting, passing out cards, walking everywhere, doing shows. I've done so much, and still I'm here. I'm about to move out this apartment just to try to save. But now I'm having difficulty just getting a job because of the way job markets are. Because of the egos and the corrupt systems that jobs have put in place. Everything in your life can change in a split second. And luckily you have a little bit of money saved up, but with inflation, your money will dwindle out really fast. Which is the reason why I'm glad that this is the end of my lease. Because now I don't have to worry about an eviction. I already had the money for my last month's rent and everything, but now after that, then what? I'm just trying to find a position that I can work, save, and live at peace. My kids is almost grown. My youngest son got taken away from me, blocked all contact from all of the family. I don't know how he's doing, what he's doing, nothing. My 16 and 17-year-old daughter and son live with me. It's so much that their mom is doing. My son wants to go to Vegas to do his last year of high school with his goddad and then go to college in Vegas. His mom hasn't had anything to do with them for the last... She does nothing for them ever since she gave them to me. She doesn't do anything anymore. She gets food stamps every month for my 2 kids. She don't drop anything off. Just completely acts like they don't exist, for the most part. But everything I try to do and everywhere I try to turn and try to progress things for my kids, they tell me, since you don't have custody, there's nothing you can do. Can't go to court because there's no address for her that I can send any paperwork to fight for the full custody. So she can't be served. So men are fighting a battle that it seems like we can't win. And now we're getting bashed by a lot of our own women because they don't see the systematic oppression of us. Getting pushed out to create feminism. Now feminism has destroyed it's just as much things as corrupt government. Foreigners come here, they side with the government. Now our own siding with the government. We don't get no benefits. Probably 95% of the men pay straight cash for everything. No low-income housing, no good earned income tax credit because we don't have custody of the kids. So even we work a lot. So you're not going to get a lot of tax back even if you claim the kids. We got to work so hard just to sustain life because we pay cash for everything. We don't have 4 kids to put on that case to get $1,000, $1,200 in free food. We got to pay cash every time. So I'm paying cash to take care of my 2 teenagers. My oldest is 20. She's in college. She's doing good for herself. My son is working. My oldest daughter is working. Now I'm hoping to get my 16-year-old a job in the summer. But I can't lie and tell you that I'm not exhausted with how much stuff is going on. My eBay is King Thunder Products. KINGTHUNDA products all together. I have some artwork. All of the stuff in here that you see behind me, I'm trying to sell it so that I don't have no ties to anything. I'm trying to get rid of everything physical except for my clothes and shoes. Everything material except for my clothes and shoes. I'm trying to sell it, get rid of it. I just want to save as much money as I can, fast as I can, to go somewhere peaceful, relax, and retire myself. Peace and love, y'all. Take care of your mental health, because it don't seem like this world want to do that for you, or me, or anybody else. And a lot of these people that I know that make a lot of money, they the meanest, most down, low, dirty people that you will ever meet. I respect the people like Cat, the comedian, Dave, the comedian. But most of these people in these higher positions, you see what's going on. You see how many people was in them files. You see what they did to all the people that was trying to get their publishing back with record companies. You see what they did to Ye. Stay blessed, y'all.